Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is gonna be a live stream because before before yesterday it was my birthday. So this stream is gonna be like my usual birthday live streams. Sadly, I'm not gonna yet do live streams of any games currently because on my birthday I actually platinumed Blades of Time. It was a very good game, a very good platinum. Although destroying that 50 shielded enemies, that trophy was more painful than I thought it would be, because the time shadow clones, they have to destroy the red shields of the enemies. So yeah, I thought it's gonna be quite easy, but it took me like over 2.5 hours. But anywho, in this live stream, I would like, since I usually do live streams on my birthday, I would like to share, since I'm cleaning my room piece by piece, I would like to share my DS and 3DS collection this live stream. Since for the past week, I've been watching videos and reading articles on Reddit and whatever regarding people saying that DS and 3DS cartridges, if you're not gonna play them in a long while, it might affect its memory storage, and it might uh, it might forget the save file, or it might not play those games at all. So yeah, that was quite a wake up call for me, since I really have a couple that I'm gonna show you right now. But this is some of these games I've completed 100%, some of them half, 50%, some of them a quarter. Like I play them for 4 to 6 hours, and there are some over there that are still brand new, but they are brand new because I have the digital versions of those games on my 3DS XL. I bought the digital games of these versions that I have sealed before the eShop was shut down. All right, without further ado, let me start showing off my DS and 3DS games. Let's start here with the action section. Then we go to the Nintendo games. Then, of course, half of my collection are JRPG games. Of course, any PS1, PS2, DS, 3DS, Game Boy Advance. What makes a good system? JRPG games, of course. That's my preferred genre anyway. My preferred genres are always JRPG, then JRPG. Racing games are third, action games is fourth. Yes, second would be fighting games. I'm gonna show my fighting games next. Alright, so let's start. Over here we have Retro Challenge. Now, this one was quite a recommendation from a lot of YouTubers a couple of years back, praising about this game, and it has quite some challenging mini game collections. Overall, like when I play this, it's quite something, to be honest. It can be quite عليكم السلام ورحمة الله وبركاته. هلا فيك يا كمال. مرحبا بيك. So yeah, this retro challenge, it's quite something. Like I remember, I do watch Metal Jesus Rock's recommendations. إلا بشوف التعليقات، بس لأني أنا مرات أركز في شرحي، خصوصا لما بشرح على الألعاب أو الشيء اللي عندي في بالي، فيمكن ما انتبه. عادي، ما حد يشوفه، ما حد يشوفني، عادي. أنا this is like a diary for me يعني. I like to show whatever I want to show. My own collection, my gameplay, talking about some of the experiences that I have regarding games or whatever. So اللي يبغى يشوفني الله يحييه، اللي ما يبغى يشوفني بسلامته والله، أنا ما عندي مشكلة ترى. So for this one, it's I recommend like for a DS and 3DS game, since you can play DS games on the 3DS. 3DS, by the way, it's like open region to any DS games, besides a couple of very like you can count them by fingers, a couple of DS games that will not work on the 3DS by specific region. Who's that the green guy from Legend of Zelda? He has his own game that it's not region free. I need to check that out later. So yeah, retro challenge, very good. I have this retro challenge too, but it only works on a hacked system. It does not work. I think this is not an official release anyway, but this one is the first one. So yeah, let's keep the train rolling. I have a lot of games to share with all of you. Next, oh yes, oh this is really good. Of course, you cannot go with the super. If we're talking classics like Pac-Man, Mario Brothers, Super Mario, you will never go wrong with the Tetris game. Even the Tetris Live Surface game on the Switch, that one, what's it called again? I forgot what's its official name. I haven't played it for a while, but the Tetris 3DS, this Tetris DS game is really good. ليش تتكلم انجليزي وانت عربي؟ لانه انا صراحة اغلبية المشتركين عندي في القناة اجانب، وانا كم مرة اقول انا بلعب مع اجانب اكتر شيء، وانا احب اتكلم انجليزي اكتر اصلا، لاني انا بتكلم انجليزي في شغلي وبتكلم انجليزي اونلاين مع الناس. So anywho, this is, and you'll say to yourself that you've played Tetris, what else can you expect from Tetris? No. So every time they bring back Tetris, and there's this new geometrical Tetris that it was released like 2 years ago, I think, that I haven't played that one, but it's also good. But also you cannot go wrong if you ever find this one on the DS. It's really good. I highly recommend it. It's one of those ultra simple games that really hooks you in. Now this one took me by surprise. I'm not a pinball fan anyway. I know there are some people, especially in America, they're hardcore pinball machine fans. But video game wise, I take it as a side dessert, if you can call it. But this one is like by far more than a normal pinball game. I'm talking this Metroid Prime pinball game. This really took me by surprise. I haven't completed it fully. I play it every now and then from time to time. And yeah, it's above average. You think these kind of stuff like it's like a cash grab game or whatever? No, they really put their heart into it. It's such an amazing pinball game. It's really good. I highly recommend it. Next we have a couple of rhythm games. Since I love rhythm games, I love Hatsune Miku. So when these came out, I got them as soon as they came out. We're talking about theater. How do I pronounce it? Theatrhythm Final Fantasy, the rhythm games. This is the first one, and then this is the later one, and I believe they recently released on the Switch, which is kind of a compilation or a newer version of these, but I don't think every song was included from both. I could be wrong though. I haven't got them, but yeah, when I played the demo for the first game, I really got hooked into it since I love. Who doesn't love the music in Final Fantasy games? It's always awesome. Sometimes in some games the story isn't really that well. I'm talking like Final Fantasy 13. Battle systems sometimes are not good as some other games. Again, Final Fantasy 13. But don't get me wrong. Final Fantasy 13 Part 2 was a much better game. And Lightning Returns, I haven't finished that one yet. It plays like Majora's Mask anyway. I hate when you have forced time restraints in games. That's kind of a turn off for me. Since I really don't like to rush my games. So yeah, Theater than Final Fantasy, these two. You might get them on the Switch better since it's the more recent release, but for the 3DS, these are a must have. I highly recommend. And this one might be on the rare side of things. I'm talking about Rhythm Thief, this game. Now, this is quite an amazing game. It has like, how do you call it? Like a scrolling reading manga. What's the like a novel story played out in a rhythm action game. So it can get it gets really fun from the start, but if you really want to push it and complete it 100%, it gets really tight and difficult, more than I thought it would be. When was this released again? Man, this one has been a long time. I haven't touched this. All of these games I need to play them again just to make sure everything is okay with the save files and RAMs and everything. 2000 and what was this released at? Because I'm surprised they haven't re-released this even on the Switch. Oh, there's no year. There's no year. I forgot when was this released. But yeah, this one is a must. It's quite like a hidden gem now. It really is. One of the maybe the three Rhythm Final Fantasy games are more easier and more fun and more accessible, but for the 3DS itself, this is something really highly unique. You must find this one. It's worth to hunt it down. Okay, so let's get on to some of the other. This section, yeah, this is gonna be the novel game sections. Let's get with the ones here. Now, there are some of these, sadly, that I haven't played them yet. Maybe I touched them for half an hour just to start them up, but I haven't played them fully yet. So there I have two Professor Layton games. This one, and this one. Now, of course, I really do like the art style and the presentation and the stories. Like, I have a background feeling on what this series is all about. And I think there's one with Phoenix Wright. I haven't gotten that one. And there's some specific games in the series that's really shot up in price. So yeah. So sadly, I haven't touched those yet. I'm willing to play them at some point. 9 hours, 9 persons, and 9 doors. I haven't completed this one. I haven't gotten all of the endings yet because it requires a lot of playthroughs. I even have the sequels, but I haven't played them fully yet. The sequel is Virtue's Last Reward. This is the second game. And this is the third game, Zero Time Dilemma. I think those has been re-released. I know for sure this one has been re-released outside the 3DS. So these three are like graphic novel games. Like you have to scroll to read and find hidden clues and stuff, and there's some decisions you make that affects the endings and the character and such. It's cool, but I haven't gotten into the mentality with the novel game style, because I started playing Ace Attorney. I know I'm very late into the Ace Attorney series. I know them for a while, but when I got very interested in Ace Attorney, when Phoenix Wright was added in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, that was really unexpected. And it was a very cool wild card addition to the game. So yeah, I'm playing this game. I think I'm in chapter 4. Haven't completed it yet, but my god. Like, there are some times in the courtroom when you have to find specific details on the paragraphs or whatever to make the defendant or the accuser to spoil his plans. It gets really tired. It's really a mind. This game really makes you think. So I'm playing this one. The first one, I know there's a lot of the series for Phoenix Wright, and I know they released the collection of the trilogy recently, a couple of years, and the other trilogy, and there's like two other modern games. I haven't got. I need to get into Phoenix Wright more. So here's Justice for All. I touched it a little bit for half an hour, and then I left it because I'm trying to finish this one first. And it's really good though. I'm having a lot of fun. And of course, I really love Maya. She's really adorable. Even in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, when she slips and she goes away crying, that's a really cute touch. So yeah. And I stopped playing this game for a while. I wouldn't say I reached half of it, but it really took my time more than I thought it would be, and that's Hotel Dusk, Room 215. Another like detective novelist, graphic novel type of style of game. It's really interesting, this one. I think it has like multiple endings as well. Not sure what ending I'm gonna get. I'm gonna play it blindly. Then I'm gonna see which ending that I'll get. And then when I'm gonna play for the second run or New Game Plus, I'll see which the other endings which I need to do. But yeah, this one also was one of the low-key games, like if you have a DS or 3DS, that you should buy. And I think there's a sequel to this, if I'm not mistaken, the Silver Case or something like that. I forgot the title, but there's a sequel to this one. I need to hunt it down as well. So this takes the cake for the novel games, graphic novel games that I have. Now we'll dive into some pure action games that I have. Then we'll dive into the Nintendo ones. Alright, here's something weird that maybe not all of you probably played. I have Claymore. You know the anime Claymore. This is the DS game, which is a Japan only game. I thought it was gonna be like a Metroidvania style. It kinda is at first glance, but it's more of a 2D action platformer game, and it's harder than I thought it should be. I haven't completed this one fully. Need to get back into it. But yeah, I love Claymore so much. I read the manga. By the way, since we're talking about Claymore, Hold on. I have the anime. This is the DVD by Funimation. Problem problem with the anime. I've watched it first like in 2006, 2007. Sometimes I like to get into horrific violence graphic anime. I do have Attack on Titan, of course, so that's why. So yeah, this game kind of tells about the story of Claymore itself, but problem with the anime, it stopped. They ended it in a bad way that does not fit well on continuing, same as the manga. It's an awesome anime, but they made a mistake with the ending that it cut short. They should do like a retelling or a full remake by now, but I've read the manga fully and I felt very satisfied. I found all of my answers that the anime itself left out a lot. So if you watch the anime, read the manga, you will not be disappointed. As far as this game, if you're really a hardcore fan for Claymore, you should get it, but overall, I have better recommendations than this one, which I'm gonna show you right now. This goes here. Let's start with the really good action games here. Of course, now these Castlevania games, they have been re-released recently as part of the Dominus collection. So first we're gonna start with Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. This is actually my first handheld Castlevania game when I had it on my DS Lite, believe it or not. The castle for this one is really cool. The monsters and the souls collecting and everything, gameplay wise, it's really awesome. Maybe a lot of people are saying that it's too anime-ish, but I really don't mind. But yeah, this game is really cool. It's awesome. But when we talk about the sequel, as far as the DS goes, now we have Portrait of Ruin, the second game on the DS. Oh my god, how I missed Jonathan and Charlotte. This game is so good, it's so fun. The castle itself, maybe it's not as big as Dawn of Sorrow, but each portrait within the castle that has like a mission within the castles, like multiple missions, like in Victorian England or in an Egyptian pyramid or whatever. Yeah, the level design was so fun with this game. Overall, this is a very fun game, and also the cover, any cover that has sunset in it, it feels very romantic. I love this game, but of course, it's not my favorite one. You all know where I'm going with this. Order of Ecclesia, the third one on the DS. This is my favorite Castlevania handheld game on the DS. This is really good, and I really love Shanoa. I really love her a lot. She's one of my all-time favorite characters regarding Castlevania lore goes. So yeah, now for the problem with this, comparing to the previous games, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. Maybe the missions are they're more straightforward as far as the Castlevania Metroidvania formula goes. The previous two games are better, but this one has a very big challenge, especially when you play it at level 1 handicap. Wow, this game will really kick your butt, and I really mean it, because I did that and I passed it a long time ago. Story-wise, it really also fits within the series. Now the guild systems, that Shino absorbs really makes this game very unique, even as the character herself. So yeah, luckily this, like I said, these three has been released as part of the Dominus collection recently. So if you have like a Switch or a PlayStation or an was it released on Xbox? I don't have an Xbox, so I don't care. But if you care about these three games, you should really buy them as part of the Dominus collection. Trust me, you will never go wrong with these games. All of them, three in one package is best deal ever. So I'm glad that they brought them back. Now this one is on the 3DS. Castlevania, Lords of Shadow, Mirrors of Fate. This one is sealed because I have the digital one on my 3DS actually playing it. And I fully 100%ed this game. Like now, for those people who are saying that this game is not that good, let me tell you something. I played Lords of Shadows fully and I got the platinum. I played the second game and I forcefully got the platinum because I did not like it at all. Now, this game, in my opinion, this game is better than Lords of Shadow 2. The Metroidvania style, even the 3D aspect design of the game is really cool by I think the now defunct Mercury's team, sadly. But trust me, this game is really good. Like give it a shot and you'll like it. Even the story, the drama, and everything with Dracula. I don't want to spoil who's Dracula if you haven't played it, the first game. But yeah, I really love this game. I think I also have this on PS3 as well, and I even played it again on PS3 at that time when they added this game. So whether it's PS3 or 3DS, go for it. This game is a lot of fun. I highly recommend this one. Now these two are also sealed because I'm playing them digitally on my. When I say digitally, legally from the eShop. Resident Evil Revelations, the first one, and The Mercenaries 3D. Of course, I'm a hardcore Resident Evil fan, so I have to get them. But yeah, of course, we all know Resident Evil Revelations, the first game, is a really awesome game. I remember the reason why I got the 3DS in the first place when I saw the trailer that this one was coming exclusively to the 3DS. That was enough for me to get it anyway. I know there's gonna be Mario, Zelda, Kirby, all of the good Nintendo stuff. But this one had me sold on getting the 3DS. And of course, Pokemon. Pokemon is my number one handheld experience on any Nintendo handheld console. So yeah, I'm gonna get into my Pokemon games. Don't worry about that. So yeah, Resident Evil Revelation. It takes on a abandoned ship at the Mediterranean Sea, I think. Yeah. The story with Jill, Chris Parker, and who's that character that I hate? Rachel? No, not Rachel. I love Rachel. Jessica. Oh, how I hated Jessica. So yeah, one of I know this has been re-released on PS3 and you can play it on there's a PS4 edition as well. You should get those, especially the PS4 one, although they always update. Like the PS3 is a much updated version of this game and the PS4 version of this game is a much it's the most and hardest revision of Resident Evil Revelations they ever did. So yeah, overall amazing story, amazing atmosphere. If you like to hunt hidden items and such, you'll get addicted to it, as I do, because every time I play Resident Evil, I like to pick all of the goodies on the ground. So yeah, it's really fun. You have to get it. If you have a 3DS, you should really get it. Now, as far as the Mercenaries 3D goes, this is quite. Trust me, it's more fun than it actually looks like. Even if it's like meh, kind of okayish game, an action game. But for the 3DS, like you're gonna experience some Resident Evil 5 stages on the 3DS. I say overall it's a really fun game, and if you have like a partner or a friend or a brother and sister that has both games and two 3DSs to play co-op, this is really good, by the way. I know there was the controversy that it has one save file only per cart, but it's I know it's weird, but overall it's quite, if you're gonna try to get like 5 stars or top scores on every stage, trust me, the game can be very challenging. It's gonna it's gonna take some of your time. Trust me on it. So yeah. Although if you're a hardcore Resident Evil fan like I am, I recommend both. But if you're into just one of them, I'd recommend Revelations more, since even raid mode on Revelations is really good. And speaking of Resident Evil, since I'm a hardcore Resident Evil, why not Resident Evil Deadly Silence? The classic OG Spencer Mansion incident of the first Resident Evil on the DS. And I have two. Though for some time these were really rare. Maybe you can and they were more expensive a couple of years back, but maybe now not so much. But yeah, this is like the experience. Like, this is better than the PS1 version. Let me just say that. And there is like a co-op section, like if you're Chris and Rebecca. That's why I have two versions, so I can play with two people in the house with them. So yeah, the knife mode extra, the knife mode extra section in this game is really fun. Very creative with the DS pencil control. So yeah, if you ever find this, you should really get it. This is a highly personal recommendation of mine. Let's get those. And the last two part of my horror section on the DS slash 3DS is Dementia the Ward. Now this is like a first person silent hellish kind of type of horror game on the DS. Now I know there's a sequel, but I haven't gotten the sequel. Like even 5 or 6 years ago, even the sequel was going more than $60-70 like new condition. So I haven't checked how much is it going now, because I'm interested on playing the second one. But this one, maybe it's kind of rough at the beginning, like you have to adjust yourself to it to like this game. But the atmosphere for this as a DS game, it's something to appreciate, honestly, that something like this was possible on a DS cart. Now also there is the remake on the Nintendo 3DS. I have it, but I haven't started it yet because I was focusing on this one. I completed this fully 100%. And sadly, the remake of this one on the 3DS was a digital only. Sadly, they did not release a 3DS cartridge of the remake of the first game. Not sure if a game like this will ever come back, but you never know. So yeah, a weird recommendation if you're really into survival horror like I am. But it's something to experience, let me tell you that. Now I have this game, I haven't played this yet, it's still sealed. Theresia? This game. I picked it up out of curiosity. It's another like weird survival horror game. It's very close to the dementia game that I just talked about. It's almost the same style. That's why I searched and came out to this game. But like I said, it's still new. I haven't played it yet. But one of these days soon, I'm gonna open it up and play it. So that takes care of my action and survival horror games. Now let's get into the Nintendo or the fun stuff. Let's start. Let's go. Let's take it this route then. Now I don't have all of the series of this character, but I do have the DS one. I think there's a Game Boy Advance of this series, which is Starfy, the cute little star fella. If you're into Mario or Kirby, you'll love this Starfy game. I think not all of the Starfy games was published in America. They're kind of hard to come by, but you can find the Japanese ones more than often. But this game is really good. It took me by surprise, actually. Never thought that a cutesy little platformer like this will really get me hooked and addicted into fully completing it and collecting everything. So yeah, a very big recommendation if you're into Mario and Kirby. Speaking of the delicious pink fluff, let's get into the Kirby games. So first, there's Kirby Canvas Curse. Now this game is really awesome. I also played the Rainbow Curse game on the Wii U, but I did not 100% it. Kirby games are notoriously hard to 100%. Like at the forefront, it's a cutesy, a little bit easy platforming game, but every Kirby game can be very challenging to 100%. Keep that in mind. So Canvas Curse, in my opinion, is one of those very hard game to 100%. It's really not that easy. You have to focus on a lot of things. But gameplay wise, it's one of the most unique games on the DS. And you'll have a better experience if you play the sequel on the Wii U, Rainbow Curse. Oh yeah, no. That game did not get a Switch remaster. No, because how will you add? I'm not sure. Maybe they would add the motion controls of the Joy-Cons as drawing into the screen. Oh no, is that possible? No, it has. No, it's not possible. Maybe that's why they didn't do it. So yeah, Canvas Curse as a Kirby game, it's a really good game. But just beware if you want to 100% this game, it's one of the hardest actually. Mass Attack, this game. I haven't fully completed this one, to be honest, but it's a very fun, different take on the Kirby formula, with the lots and lots of mini munchy, delicious, pink fluffy Kirby's all around. Yeah, I need to get more back into this game. I didn't 100% it yet. But yeah, this is a very good Kirby game. Not bad actually. But the next two are my high recommendations for Kirby games. Salam alaikum assalam. Hello there. So yeah, Kirby Mass Attack. Maybe I prefer gameplay wise to Canvas Curse over this one overall, but yes, this one is super fun. Kirby Squeak Squad, the one with the mices. This game is so good. You think if when you said to yourself, it's another Kirby game, what else can they do? This game really proved me wrong. This game is so much fun. Collecting everything, discovering everything, every hidden nook and crannies is quite something. This game really took me by surprise. as a Kirby game. Better than I thought it would be, actually. Adventure wise, this is probably the best adventure Kirby game as a new series at that time on the DS. Now, maybe the best classic out of all of them, and the cover is still awesome by the way, we're talking Kirby Superstar, which was originally a Super Nintendo game. Now, this one is not bad. Honestly, Squeak Squad, you'll get a lot of playtime out of that game more. But Kirby Superstar is one of those like mini stories clumped up together and challenges and mini games all together. It's one of the best classics remasters, or should I say, it's an actual remake. Yeah, it's an actual remake of the Super Nintendo version on the DS. It's really fun, actually. Although I have to say, the True Arena was really hard. Even Planet Super Robobot, I haven't completed the True Arena on that yet. And speaking of Planet Robobot, so yeah, Kirby Superstar is the second best DS games out of the Kirby series. Squeak Squad is the best Kirby game on the DS. Now this game, Planet Robobot. Now this is something really good, fantastic, in my opinion. I've never thought a Kirby game would really up its formula like this. I haven't played the Kirby game on Switch yet. But yeah, because I was focusing on playing this one. I'm almost 100% done with this game. I just need to finish the True Arena. Is it for children or for all ages? Kirby games? It's for all ages, honestly. There's nothing. It's very suitable for children. Yeah, the Kirby game. There's nothing wrong in them, honestly. It's just pure fun. Maybe, like they always say, it's yeah, mild cartoon violence or whatever. If you're really into the MSRB things, but in all honesty, Kirby, it's very innocent game series to heart anyway. So you can never go wrong with Kirby. But Kirby Planet I think there was a rumor that this is gonna come back on Switch or Switch 2. There was a rumor that this was coming back in some shape or form. And why not? This is one of the best Kirby games I ever played, actually. And I need to play the Kirby game on the Switch someday soon. So yeah, this is you have to if you have a 3DS, you must play this game. Very awesome Kirby game. Now here's Hey Pikmin. It's still sealed though. I haven't played it, but I've watched gameplay of it, and it's gonna be quite very fun in a 2D-ish aspect. Honestly, I only played Pikmin 3 on the Wii U. I haven't played the first two, even though they were re-released as part of the Wii Motion Control update. I wanted to get them, but I forgot. Wait, I think they were. Yeah. I forgot. I just remembered they were re-released on Switch. I just remembered now. So yeah, one day I'm gonna open and play this, for sure. But it's for a 2D aspect. I think I'm gonna like this one more. And it's gonna be the second Pikmin game I ever played. Now here's Steel Diver. Now this one is a very simple submarine action combat game. It's very simple. It's not like Ace Combat, Assault Horizon Legacy on the 3DS. Now that's a game that's gonna push your 3DS controls to the max. But as far as Steel Diver goes, this one is sealed because I have the digital on my 3DS. It's an okay game. It's not bad. It's quite light fun. I recommend it. It's not bad. And I think they go for cheap even for brand new nowadays. For now. You never know. These things can go up in prices. But why do I have some games sealed? Because there are some games that I have sealed that I love them so much on my digital version. So I have these physicals as like as for a safe skate as a way that I need to reassure that I have a physical form of these games for my own personal collection. Now let's get into more Nintendo stuff. Now this game, first of all, let me get this out of the way. I have Animal Crossing, but it's not for me. I must try it then. Yeah, you must try it. I really recommend it. Animal Crossing. I'm not a fan of Animal Crossing. This one is not mine actually. It's my sister's. So I know it's cute. The characters, the world, the economics, and everything, but I cannot get into games like these that you have to focus your actual real time and energy on resource gathering and quests or whatever. I know these type of games will hook me up so bad that I will not touch anything else. Why do I say that? Because I got really hooked on Farmville back on the days on Facebook. So I know the level of addiction that this game will bring to me. So that's why I never played any Animal Crossing game. But of course, it's one of those very good Animal Crossing one. Unlike the stupid party Wii U game that they released at that time. Even if I'm not a fan, but what they did for that Wii U game is a disgrace for Animal Crossing fan. That I know for sure. And this game, it's to me, it's a big recommendation. It's Chibi Robo Ziplash. This spunky little platformer is it's very unique actually. You play this little cute robot battery dude with platforming and connecting and providing powers. It's hard to describe actually, but it's one of those platformers, and you have to collect some specific candies and chocolates that shockingly most of them, when I read about them, they were out of business a long time ago, but they provided good reference to a lot of good products and candies and chocolates, real life products in game. But take my word that this game is really something really unique. I'm surprised why they haven't done a new Switch game for this little guy. So yeah, I highly recommend this platformer. Oh boy, now we're gonna get into the real Nintendo stuff. Let's start with Zelda Triforce Heroes. Now this is a four-player game. It's like I think Four Swords Adventure on the GameCube. Never had that, never played that, but I think this is more catering to those type of fans. I played this for a while. I played online a little bit, but I haven't continued all the way through it, to be honest. But it's a good game actually. I love the random or semi-random dungeon aspect of it. Need to get used into it to play it, but I love it. Need to get back into it actually. Now, of course, I currently don't have Ocarina of Time with me, but I do have Zelda Majora's Mask. Of course, when this came on the 3DS, it blew everyone's mind that Majora's Mask is coming back on the 3DS as like a remaster, even with Ocarina of Time. Now, I have to say, what was the first Zelda game that I ever played was actually Twilight Princess on the Wii. That's when I started liking The Legend of Zelda, because in general I grew up more as a Pokemon fan and a Mario fan, and got into Metroid before Zelda. I personally like Metroid more than Zelda, but of course, when you're talking about Zelda, it's one of the most luxurious, one of the most prestigious, one of the best action adventure games ever on any system. So yeah, Majora's Mask really, since I really, like I said, I really hate the limited time aspect of things that you have to complete before the moon and everything, and you have to reset time or whatever. It took me a hang of it for a little while to accept it, but I like Ocarina of Time more than this game. I know, but I really, since I played Twilight Princess, and I love the dark aspect of the story and the lore, so I love what this game provided. Even though yes, I know the Zelda timeline can be very confusing, going three ways in, but as far as the dark aspect of the stories, I really love Majora's Mask aspect. Gameplay wise, I prefer Ocarina of Time. And this one is one of the best experiences I've had on the 3DS as a Zelda game is Link Between Worlds, which is also another remake to another classic Zelda. Was it A Link to the Past on the Super Nintendo? I haven't played the classic one, to be honest, but I did play this to the fullest, collecting everything, all of the hearts, all of the items and such. This is a fantastic game. You must play it on the 3DS. One of the best games on the 3DS, and the idea when Link goes between walls as a drawing, to hover through from wall to wall or from section to section, is one of the most insanely best ideas I've ever experienced. Even for a Zelda game, this is something very awesome. Definitely prefer this one 100 times more than Majora's Mask. Sorry, Zelda fanboys. That's my opinion from my personal experience. That game was so awesome. Now, Mario Kart 7. I have this one, still brand new. I haven't opened it. I haven't played every single Mario Kart game, but I know this is one of the best Mario Kart games. And for a DS game, I know for sure that this is something I'm gonna highly enjoy. I'll open this up sometime soon. Super Mario 3D Land. Now, I played the 3D World on the Wii U, and since I love that so much, I decided to get this one and play it. It's sealed, brand new, because I have the digital on my 3DS. So this is like, I want to have something physical of it in my collection, just in case whenever I lost the game, my 3DS saves or purchases or account or whatever, because this game is so good. You must play it. It's one of those games that you have to experience it on the 3DS. You'll have so much fun with this game. So yeah, really a big recommendation. Now, this game I did not get it initially when it first came out, but then I played it and I loved it. Then I got this physical as part of my collection. We're talking about New Super Mario Brothers 2. Now, I did play the Wii one, so when this came out, I thought, Really? Again? Yeah, there's nothing new with the formula. But honestly, when I also have this on my digital purchase, and I played it fully, and it's really not bad. It's quite a step, a little step ahead over the Wii version. So it's not bad actually, but I'd recommend 3D World. I mean 3D Land. I recommend this game more though. Now this game also I have it sealed, these two, because I have the eShop version, which is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, which is a super awesome game. It's better than you think it is. It's one of the best 3DS games I ever played, one of the best Luigi games I ever played. I mean, compared to the first one, which is the GameCube one, and I think they re released these on the Switch besides the third one. I haven't played the third one yet on the Switch. So, yeah. Of course, we all know the first game is the GameCube game originally. It's not that bad, kind of a short experience, but a very good one. But in all honesty, I prefer Dark Moon. This game is super awesome, and when I'm trying to 100% it, I haven't 100% it yet. I haven't got 3 gold stars on every single mission. I think like I have 3 missions to get 3 gold stars. Some requirements can be very tight though, and you can mess up on the later stages. But story wise, gameplay wise, this is super fun. This is another of those games that took me by surprise. This is a quality experience on the 3DS, even for Luigi. For Luigi's sake, this is really awesome. And I hope that the third one will be better than this one. I hope. I haven't spoiled myself into it. Now, I have Super Mario 64 DS. Oh my god, this is how much classic can you get? Now, personally, I never liked the Nintendo 64 because of the controller. I hate that controller. But playing Mario 64 at that time was super awesome, even though I was more of a PlayStation fan, and I still am more than Nintendo. But of course, growing up with Mario and Pokemon was something very big for me, gaming wise. So of course, everyone and his child knows Super Mario 64 is a really awesome experience, and this remake at that time, it's something really amazing. Like they added Luigi, Wario, and Yoshi for specific tasks, specific stars, specific power-ups. Oh, and super amazing, addicting mini games. It has such good mini games to play with the touch pen. This is a must-have. And here's something, I'm not sure why not so many people are talking about this game, but I need to clean the cover. It's Super Princess Peach. Peachy! Now, this game, oh my god, this game is super amazing. Gameplay wise, music wise, and it even has at that time like a modern, super colorful Super Nintendo sprite, or even a bit better than the Super Nintendo sprites. They really did outdid themselves with this game, even for a Peach game having her own adventure. I haven't played her new game on the Switch yet, but my close friend recommended me that it's really fun. But we'll see. But honestly, I know I will prefer this game. Man, they need to do a direct sequel to this or another adventure with Princess Peach. This game is super awesome. I'm not sure if it's on the rare side of things nowadays, but gosh, when was this released? Oh my god, 2006. Wow, 2006. I think it's very close at the time when the PS3 was released. But at that time I did not get it. I was so into my DS Lite. So yeah, the adventures with Princess Peach on this game, super awesome from start to finish. And also the cover is so awesome. A personal high recommendation for that game. And lastly, on the fun Nintendo side, I haven't completed 100% this one yet because it's really challenging, and I'm talking about Sonic Rush. And it has Blaze the Cat. First time I experienced Blaze in this game. Since you play both ways with Sonic, with his action Sonic adventure kind of style, and there's Blaze. Blaze's style is kind of easier than Sonic because Sonic always has to be a bit technical with his speed. So yeah, it's a very fun, quite challenging for a Sonic game, to be honest. Even the level design wise, it's going by the logic of Sonic games. Sometimes they make it quite harder than you expect. So this game can be quite challenging. You need to have like some patience with this game, but it's really good. A good recommendation from me. All right, so what's a good DS and 3DS collection without the RPGs on the system itself? So let me get these here. Let's start one by one. A lot of good JRPGs that I have on the DS and 3DS. Let me get those. And what is your favorite game? What's my favorite game? That's a very good question. What's my favorite game? If we're talking on the DS and 3DS, but specifically out of everything, I was getting into it as part of this final part of the collection, which is the RPG collection, because my PlayStation and Nintendo consoles, my top games that I have to play and collect are the JRPGs. To answer your question shortly, what is my favorite game? It's this game. The number one game, sorry Nintendo fans, sorry Nintendo, the best Nintendo DS game, even on the 3DS, that I've ever experienced is this game. The World Ends With You. I'm sorry, I have this on the Switch and the DS one. I think gameplay wise, I prefer this one more. You think I'm lying? Hold on. Now, where is the Switch one? Where is it? There we go. Here it is. I have it on Switch, but just like I said, I prefer the DS version more. There's something about it on the Switch that doesn't hit the same as playing it on the DS. This is my number one game. This is the best game I've ever played on the DS. Best RPG that I ever played on the DS. And sure as hell, I love popping it on my 3DS to play it. I mean, Niku and all Joshua and Beat, all of the characters, the stories, and collecting, hunting down all of the noise, the Reapers and such, and and collecting all of the pins. Oh, that was so good. It still is, by the way, in this game. So yeah, this game, story-wise, action-wise, like controlling the actions, uppercut and strikes and magic fire and shots and everything, bullet pins and stuff. This game is so good. It is my best and my personal favorite number one game on the DS. Sorry, Zelda fans. Sorry, Mario fans. Even I'm a die-hard Pokemon fan. But this game, it is the best game on the DS. Out of what I'm showing in my entire collection, this is my favorite game in the collection. I love it so much. I have the sequel. I'm not sure if it's a sequel. Honestly, I played like half an hour of the sequel. I didn't get too deep into it. It's tough when you have a lot of backlog games from multiple systems. You get overwhelmed. So this this is the best game that I have. But we're not done yet, folks. So yeah, Switch one is not bad, but get the DS one and play it on the DS Lite or 3DS. Man, it's a different experience. Okay, since we started with that, here's something. Now, this one was gifted to me by a friend, but since it's Japanese, I haven't played it honestly. And I'm not too much into the super robot genre. I don't know all of them, but the super robot wars games. I mean, you cannot get more super robot fan service than this. Gundam, Grandizer, Mazinger Z. I mean, whatever. Like they put so many, almost a cross up of all of the mech robots in these games. So I have this W. I have L. I have K. Honestly, I played them for a very little while. It's all in Japanese. Now, most of the Super Robot games, they weren't released, most of them, they weren't released outside of the US because, of course, these properties and IPs are owned probably by different companies in the US, so licensing can be a nightmare with them. So maybe that's why. Now, these are some rare JRPGs recommendations, though I never finished them yet, to be honest. But this one was actually a recommendation by all of these three were recommendation by one of Metal Jesus's video, and one is Infinite Space. I played this for an hour, and it's been a long time since I touched it, and I need to get back into all of my DS games again. So yeah, here's something that I have in my collection. Haven't fully played it fulfillingly to tell you what's the experience with this game. But it's one of those really niche, hard to find JRPGs. Same as this one. It's another recommendation is Lunar Nights. It's one of those like tabletop RPGs, strategy kind of RPG. Also played it only for an hour. I haven't touched it for a long while actually. But something that I wanted to add to my collection. And I have this one sealed. I haven't opened it yet. Nights in the Nightmare. I'm not sure. I think was this released recently on the Switch? I could be mistaken though. Maybe I'm confused with another IP, but this is another high recommendation. Since I love collecting JRPGs, I haven't touched this one yet. It's still sealed. But I know it's gonna be something quite challenging with this game. I know for sure. So I'll get into it one of these days. Okay. Let me get some of these sealed ones that I haven't played them yet. Some of the sealed ones that I haven't played yet, but I have it in my collection. I have this Hero of Mana. I've never played a lot of the Mana series, but it's one of those series that I want to get into. So that's why I'm trying to get into the series as much as I can. I know they've released some more recent modern JRPG games, but yeah. And there is the classic one with the beautiful cover of the giant tree, which is I think the remake of the Super Nintendo classic. I have Golden Sun. I played the Game Boy Advance one, but this one is still sealed. I haven't played it yet. But I know I'm gonna have fun with this one, just like the Game Boy Advance one. So yeah, Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Haven't played this one yet, sadly. Still sealed. I have this one, Valkyrie Profile. This is something that I've recently got. This game. Why? Because I got the very expensive and very rare PS1 game. So I'm playing that, which is quite challenging as well. So, and I need to get the PS2 one. I need to hand down the PS2 one, which is also rare. So yeah, this is something that I have in the collection that is still sealed, and I haven't played it yet. And there is the modern Valkyrie Profile game that I think did not go as expected. Maybe it was on the mediocre type of thing, but I need to play it later and judge it for myself, the PS4 one. So I have these two, but honestly I haven't put my time into them yet. I have this Dragon Quest 4 Chapters of the Chosen. This is still sealed, I haven't played it. And Dragon Quest 5 Hand of the Heavenly Bride. I haven't played this one yet, but I have it in my collection though. And I think the 3DS ones have been really going up in price. Very expensive, like we're talking over $90, over $100 each. Children of Mana. I have this on my collection, but I haven't played it yet. Got it as like new condition. Like I said, I want to get more into the Mana series. Here's another Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest Sentinels of the Starry Skies. You never know, maybe they will do a remake, they might bring them back because they have been releasing Dragon Quest 2 and 3 in HD uh, classic sprites, just like Octopath. They're bringing it back that way, so you never know. Maybe these Dragon Quest games they might bring them back the same way. Now for this one, I have also Radiant Historia. Now I played a little bit of this, but I haven't fully completed it yet. And I also have, where is it? Where is it? Where did it go? Ah, it's over there. Okay. I also have the 3DS remake. So this is a very good JRPG. I really loved it, but I haven't fully completed it yet. So I'm trying to finish this one before I play the remake. And there's some strong opinion that people prefer the classic one over the remake. But yeah, it's a very good experience, highly sought after. Even the remake is probably, but not more than the classic one. So this is a very good RPG that I'm playing on the DS. And also I need to get back and finish this one. But trust me, I had a lot of fun 100%ing this game. So worth it. Even the true ending was quite something with Joshua. Oops. No spoiler. Now, here I have Tales of the Tempest. Now, this is a Japanese game only. So I'm playing it on my Japanese new 3DS LL. So yeah, played it for a little bit, but haven't gone too far into it, since because it's fully Japanese. Not sure if they brought this one back on the PSP or something. Not sure. I could have, maybe I'm mistaken for something else, but I love the Tales series, and I know recently they re-released Zelia 1. Zelia 2, I'm not too fond of it. I prefer Zelia 1, but I know beginning of next year they're gonna release Berseria, which is one of my favorite classic ones. Well, modern classic ones, because I really love Velvet Crow. So yeah. Now here's a lovely classic. I bet every Tales of fan loves this game. And I'm surprised why they haven't re-released it yet. And I'm talking Tales of the Abyss, which this one was originally a PS2 game, and this is the 3DS version, and it plays very well in my opinion. It's very awesome. And one of my favorite characters in this game is Tyr. She's my favorite character in this game. Yeah, light-hearted fun. Also, you love the skits. Who doesn't love skits in any Tales of game? So yeah, a personal good recommendation from me if you have a 3DS. And they need to re-release this game as soon as possible. I prefer if they re-release this game on modern console more than Zelia 2, but it's gonna be easier for them to port Zelia 2 as soon as possible, so we'll see. Now, I have some Shin Megami Tensei games. I have Devil Survivor and Devil Survivor 2, which is still sealed because I'm playing the first one. before I need to play this one before the second one, of course. So it starts really strong. I think I stopped on the part in front of the shrine, maybe like 3 hours in after the train incident. So yeah, Shin Megami Tensei games are really quite hard to get into as first because it's very more adult approach for a JRPG games and with demons and devils and such. I did not get into Shin Megami Tensei when I was a kid, but since the PS3 days, I got into more interested into Shin Megami Tensei games. And then I got into the Persona series from there, though I haven't played all of them. So let me go with some of the Mario and Luigi games that sadly I haven't played or touched yet because I'm busy with other games. But before that, I have Ever Oasis. This one is still sealed. I tried the demo and I loved it, but still I haven't started playing this one. But I'm still glad that I have it physical in my collection. I have Mario and Luigi, Bowser Inside Story, plus Bowser Junior Journey. I have this one, still sealed, haven't opened yet. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga, plus Bowser's Minions. I also have this one, still haven't played it. Paper Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Now, a lot of people gave some hate on this one, but it's okay. I played it a little bit of it, and it's not bad. Having fun with it. I'm starting with the lowest to the highest acclaim of this series, so I'm taking my time with them. Though I have a lot of the backlog at this point. Mario and Luigi Dream Team. Maybe this is one of the higher recommendation of the series, though. Played little bit of it, very little actually. I haven't given much time overall to this series yet because when I want to get into them, I want to get into them one shot. So that's why I haven't touched them yet. Mario and Luigi Partners in Time. This is also a recommendation by my friends, so I have it. But honestly, I haven't played this one yet. But I just got it as part of the collection with the other games. I have also Sonic Chronicles: The Dark Brotherhood. I played this a little bit. A lot of people did not like it. Didn't get much love back in its day. But honestly, it's quite. I never saw this game coming. I never thought they would decide to do something like this though. To me, since I love Sonic, so I don't care. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's okay. It's not bad. And here I also have, of course, Xenoblade Chronicles for the 3DS. Now, of course, it was originally part of Operation Rainfall on the Wii with Pandora's Tower and The Last Story. I have those in my collection. And I also have Xenoblade Chronicles on the Wii. So yeah, I think one of the only games that it was highly praised to get the new 3DS, I think it was only this game. Let's be honest. There's not any other reason why you needed a new 3DS XL. But since I love Xenoblade so much, I went for it, and I think at that time the Super Nintendo Virtual Console was only supported with the new 3DS XL models. even the normal new 3DS. So yeah, but to be honest, I think like their biggest point for a new 3DS game was only, I think, Xenoblade Chronicles. So yeah, everyone knows Xenoblade Chronicles with how big the world it is. The combat system at that time was quite a new take on the action RPG formula. And I have Xenoblade. I also have Xenoblades on the Switch, but I haven't touched them yet because I'm playing other games. I have a specific backlog order that I'm following right now, so that's why. So yeah, if you have a 3DS, why not pick up Xenoblade Chronicles? Unless if you have a Switch, then play it on the Switch. Yeah, on the Switch it's much better than this version. So yeah, unless if you're a collector like me and who loves Xenoblade so much, an RPG lover, get it. Why not? I'm having fun with it. I haven't done everything 100% on this version, but maybe sometimes on my free time I will. So yeah, cannot go with Xenoblade Chronicles ever. And also, why not show you the Switch ones? Gotta show some love with the Xenoblade Chronicles franchise. Here's Torna the Golden Country as an expansion of Xenoblade 2. OG Xenoblade Chronicles on the Switch. Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. And of course, Xenoblade Chronicles X. You gotta show some love to the Xenoblade franchise. And Monolith Soft. Since I got up, let me get these games and show them off as part of my sealed collection. Bear with me, folks. Bear with me, this is quite some stack of games that I have them sealed. Quite a bunch, actually. I'll be back, I promise. There you go. Oh boy. Right. Here we go. All right. Before I get into the next section, of course, my personal best reason why I've always got into Nintendo handhelds, and especially since the Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, DS Lite, 3DS, new 3DS, and now even on the Switch. Of course, we're talking about Pokemon. I wouldn't got into Nintendo if it wasn't for Mario and Pokemon. I know. I would also agree that currently Game Freak are not doing the Pokemon franchise justice. Okay, they've tried some many new ideas on the Switch, but their focus is so scattered with each game. I mean, even Legends ZA currently, I'm gonna skip that, and I'll give them a chance with Generation 10 if they're gonna fix it. So let's start. Here I have Generation 4. Here's Pokemon Diamond, one of the best. Pokemon Platinum. I think like after Pokemon Emerald, this is something that you must have. I love it actually. Much better than Diamond and Pearl. Screw Diamond and Pearl. Go for Platinum, and you will not be disappointed. Even with the Garantina Realm World that was added in this one, it's quite a nice extra. I love Platinum. Here I have Black and White 2. This one was gifted to me by my dear friend and my also I would love to call him my brother, Amjad. He gave me these two games because without these two games I would never have transferred all of my Pokemon from my previous generation, uh, from the DS to the 3DS to my Pokemon home, or should I say from Pokemon Bank and then to Pokemon Home. So these two are very essential. And as far as like I know Generation 4 is in Sinnoh, but Sinnoh traversing it was quite I wouldn't say difficult, but it's kind of painstakingly annoying. Oh boy, and don't let me start on that Munchlax tree thing. That was really too tedious. But Unova, honestly, I haven't played them for the story yet. I only had these so I can transfer my Pokemon from Generation 3, 4 to 5 and then move them so I could move them to the 3DS games. So, but I don't know a little bit about Team Galactic and N. Like I have some idea what's the idea of the story, and Unova, when I just was playing it normally, casually, Unova is really quite big. For these two DS games, Unova is so big. I got lost into them actually, trying to memorize them. It's so big. Took me by surprise actually. Okay, next I have Pokemon X. This is the first one that I played when I had the 3DS. And as far as the this generation goes, I did not like the 3DS, the 3D models more than this beautiful sprites. Even the Game Boy Advance sprites of Pokemon is much better than the 3D that they did. Even even on the Switch, I'm playing Scarlet right now. I even prefer the 3D look of the Pokemons better on the 3DS more than the Switch, especially with Generation 9 with Scarlet and Violet. But for the Kalos region, it's a beautiful region. I love playing X. It's just a very nice, beautiful generation, beautiful Pokemon. Return the Mega Evolution idea was awesome, though I don't use it that much because I prefer to play it without using the Mega Evolution. I really didn't care much for it because I'm play I try to play it as like a classic Pokemon game, so no need use of it. Uh, Even if you can beat the whole game just with Mega Lucario, nah, but I never did go with that. But overall, a very very wonderful game. Actually, I will be honest. I prefer I play this game again from scratch than playing Pokemon Legends ZA. Yes, I said it, folks. To me, this one, I prefer this game more than Legends ZA because I do not like what ZA is going for. Like after all that wait, like 2 years, and to me it's a disappointment. Although the recent additions is quite awesome, and I did not like the fact that there was DLC before the game was released. That's really stupid of them, but who cares, right? Nobody cares. And of course, I love the Alola games, so I have, of course, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. So these two games, I really love the Alola region. It's probably one of my most favorite region, and here I was a big fan of Generation 3 Hoenn, but Alola took me by surprise on how everything is so awesome in this game. And I even prefer the starters in this game as well. Overall, the story, the didn't use the Z move that much, but I really like the aspect and the vibe that this generation provided. Uh, Probably I love Greninja the most out of this 3DS generation. And before we go further, I also have the Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire double pack. I told you I'm a hardcore Pokemon fan, but I wouldn't assume anybody who watches this channel know that I'm a diehard Pokemon fan. And you probably say, why not show off more on Pokemon? Nobody asked me. I would have shared more Pokemon content content if people cared, because I truly play Pokemon to this fullest extent, because my love for Pokemon comes from gotta catch them all, gotta collect them all ever since I watched the anime when I was a kid. I know it was banned here where I live, which is kind of fucking stupid, but it is what it is. So I first got into Generation 2 with Gold, then I played Red, then I played Sapphire on my Game Boy Advance, then I got Pearl, then I stopped playing Pokemon, so I never got into Black and White at that time until I got back into Pokemon with the 3DS, starting with X. Then I was so happy when they announced the remake for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. This game is super awesome. It's beautiful. Like for a remake, it's one of the best Pokemon games out there. If we're talking on the mainline games, this is so awesome. Uh, I need to play this as soon as possible because a lot of people are saying that the flash memory on these, if I haven't played them in a while, it might go corrupt. So I need to play this one first as soon as possible. So yeah, the Ruby and Sapphire remakes for the 3DS. You can never go wrong with these. I love them. They're super awesome. But what's better than them is Generation 2 remakes. Heart Gold and Soul Silver. Where can I start? This is, I think, as far as remake goes, I got these during the pandemic. Yes, I know they were expensive, but I got them anyway because at that time at the pandemic, everyone was, of course, staying at home playing. So I had a lot of fun experiencing these for the first time ever on the 3DS. This, these are the best Pokemon remakes ever. Yes, even better than Fire Red and Leaf Green, but those are number two. Then the Omega Ruby and Sapphire remakes. Those are the best remakes. But these are the number one remakes that they ever did. These two games are so rich with contents and enhancements. Very beautiful sprites. Even, but don't get me wrong, black and white sprites are probably the best sprites I've ever seen in Pokemon. It's something different when you watch it on YouTube, but when you play black and white on the system itself, you'd appreciate how much amazing the sprites for the characters and Pokemon look. That's why they're so much better than the 3D aspects that they did on the 3DS, but I prefer them more than the Switch, to be honest. So these two are some of the most rich, the best Pokemon experiences I've ever had. Period. Also, who doesn't love Lugia and Ho-Oh? Yeah, this one, these two games are just pure awesomeness. Best remakes ever. Here's something on the side. Now, this is probably the most underrated series right now, and they hit it so hard on the 3DS. Probably it's the best action 3DS games. If The World Ends With You is my favorite DS game, the best action game experience I've ever had on the 3DS. Pokemon is a different story. That's my personal thing, but as a Nintendo IP, Kid Icarus Uprising is probably the best experience I've ever had on the 3DS because I've liked the characters. I even liked Paladina more in this game. Although collecting everything, if you wanna 100% this, it's gonna take some while, and the action and the control of this game, it will maximize the way you're gonna play the 3DS, because the intensity in this game on harder difficulties, I've never maybe the second thing after this game would be Ace Combat Assault Horizon Legacy Plus on the 3DS. This is the number one the strongest action game I ever experienced. So underrated, and it's a crime that Nintendo hasn't done all these years any sequel to Pit. After all these years, this game is amazing. I think it's going up in rarity as well. I'm surprised. I mean, not even a Switch port. It's quite sad actually, because this is probably one of the best 3DS games, if not the best 3DS game I ever played. So sad actually. They need to bring Pit back in some way, shape, or form. Now, since last time I said I like rhythm games, I don't know if you people gonna call me a fucking weeb. I don't fucking care. But I love Hatsune Miku. I have Hatsune Miku Project Diva on my PlayStation 3, on my PlayStation 4, and I don't have the Vita ones, but of course I have the 3DS one. The cheapy art style and everything, and even the songs in this selection is very good. This is the DX because it was originally released in Japan. So this American version is like the enhanced re-release of the Japanese version. So yeah, can't go wrong with Hatsune Miku. Excuse me, on the 3DS. If you're really into if you're really into the rhythm games, I prefer rhythm games over the visual novel games, to be honest. And I love Miku. And who doesn't love Luca? I love Luca as well as Ren. So yeah, super awesome. Very good time with this game. This is something personal for me that I love. Not sure everyone would love it, but maybe I would recommend for the general audience Theatrhythm Final Fantasy games, the rhythm ones, but check out Hatsune Miku. You might like it. It's very fun. Catchy songs as well. Alright. Now these, well, most of them are sealed, but here are some of the extra sealed games that I have because I have them digitally on my 3DS. But we'll start with Fire Emblem Awakening. Believe it or not, this is the first Fire Emblem game that I ever played. What do you mean that you've ever played? This is sealed, you dumbass. Yes, I know. That's an extra copy. I have this one as well. I have a sealed one, and I have this one that I played. So yeah. So this is the very first Fire Emblem game that I've ever played. And I'm trying to get into the series. I have the GameCube one. Yes, it was expensive. And what's more expensive, the Wii one, Radiant Dawn. I played that. I'm halfway through it. It's not bad. It's good. A bit straightforward, but good. And the GameCube one, I touched it a little bit because I suppose I should have played the GameCube one first, but since I'm halfway into Radiant Dawn, I'm gonna try and finish that. But this is the first one that I played, so with Lucina and Chrome and the rest of the cast, as the first Fire Emblem that I've ever played. Yes, I know, I'm into waifus as well. So I think the series got back better than ever because of the waifu aspect into it. I think that's what got them so popular again. Besides, Raw, what was Ike and Ike and Marth were famous for Smash Brothers. I think if they weren't in Smash, not many people would get to know Fire Emblem, including myself. So gameplay wise, story wise, character wise, even cutscene wise, this game is so beautiful. Very well done. This is a very well done game. I love it so much. I love Lucina so much that on the Super Smash Brothers on Wii U, she's my favorite character. And I really love her action movie sequence with Captain Falcon. I think that's the best cutscene in my opinion. So yeah, Fire Emblem Awakening is a very awesome game. And it's the game that saved the franchise. And I have some Fire Emblem games on the Switch too. I'll show my Switch collection later. So we have the two sequels, Fates, Conquest and Birthright. These are sealed. All of what I'm gonna show right now, these are sealed as extra physical collections that I need, because in case I lost the ones that I'm playing digitally on my 3DS. So here's Conquest and Birthright. What I'm playing almost halfway is Conquest. Then later I'm gonna play in my digital 3DS, of course, Birthright. And I do have the DLC. I bought the third option, the combined third story or third ending. But of course, I need to finish these two before I get into the third one, the in between one. But yeah, personally, I'm not sure because I did not get into the samurai story arc of this one yet, but I'm playing these Victorian team more. Maybe that's why I got into them. So I'm playing Conquest currently on my 3DS. Halfway through it, the game is strong. It's maybe a bit better than Awakening, though I like the so far I like the cast on Awakening more, but we'll see. We'll see how Conquest and Birthright will take me. Maybe when I play both and play both sides, maybe I'll get more into understanding the characters. So yeah. Now this one, Fire Emblem Echoes. Now I played it a little bit. I played it for like 3 hours, and gameplay wise, it's better than the previous two. And I think at the beginning it feels quite more charming, more down to earth, more at the beginning with the characters and the cutscenes and such. So I haven't dove too deep into it as far as the story goes, but I'm sure I'm gonna love it. It has a different feel with the characters compared to the previous two games, so I'm not gonna put my judgment into it yet because I haven't finished it. So, but I'm loving it though. Now, what else? Now, I have them digitally, of course, like I said. I have Project Cross Zone 1 and Project Cross Zone 2. Now, I'm surprised they haven't brought this back on the Switch yet. Maybe it's impossible because all of the franchise and characters that are involved in these games. And I know Namco Cross Capcom, the first game, this is actually the second and this is the third. I believe the third one never left Japan. It was a PS2 game, yes. So I'll never know if they'll ever bring these back. I was wishing that they would bring these two games in a Switch compilation collection. But if that would to happen, they would have released it by now. We're into the Switch 2, and these games, I'm not sure if they're gonna come back. But you know, the problem with these two games, even if you just play it for the story normally, by the end, you've noticed that you have crossed the 120-hour marks easily if you just playing it casually with reading the cutscenes and everything, because each level each level gets longer and longer and more challenging. But as far as like a strategy RPG, tabletop RPG goes, both are awesome. But if I have to pick one of these, I prefer the second one. Maybe because I love that the main characters are back, especially that fox lady. I forgot her name. It's been a while since I played it. But of course, one of the main reasons I got into them because of the Sakura Wars characters. They would probably be the homage that they are included in these two games because they kind of made the genre what it is on the Sega Saturn and Genesis. Or was that, I forgot. I never owned a Sega, but I do have the anime, the Sakura Wars series, even the new Sakura Wars, and I have the new Sakura Wars games on PS4, but I haven't completed it yet fully. But yeah, I wish they would release the classic and modern compilation collection. So yeah, now these two can be on the quiet. These might be on the rare side aspects of things, but my personal recommendation: go for the second one. It plays better. The characters are better. The gameplay is better than the first one, and overall, it's a better game. Even the story, in my opinion, felt how should I say it, more acceptable for a crazy crossover like this. So, but don't get me wrong, it can get tough and tough and tough by each level you play along. So yeah, both these are quite the wild cards for the 3DS, but something so unique that you have to experience it. But still, I recommend the second game more. Up next, I have this game, but I haven't played it yet. Heroes of Ruin. This is something more of a Diablo-like style, I think. I tried the demo, and I love the demo. So I got this quite very recently as part of my collection. It's still sealed. Haven't played it, but I love the demo, so I'm gonna enjoy this game. Not a lot of people are talking about this game. It's one of those early titles on the 3DS that I think nobody is kind of talking about. Speaking of nobody talking about, but honestly, it is so underrated, and I think it's made by the same. Is it made by? Yeah, I think it's made by Intelligent Systems as well. I'm talking about Codename Steam with Abraham Lincoln and everything. This game is so awesome. I completed this one 100% and collected everything and did every aspect on what the game has to offer. This game is so underrated. Usually you would find it very cheap, but it is so underrated. It's so worth it and it's so difficult. I got into this because, of course, I got for my love for the Fire Emblem series, and of course, I'm big into Valkyria Chronicles, so this is something in between. So that's why I love it so much. If you're into strategy, turn-based RPGs, it's kind of weird, but since sadly the eShop is down, I would have told you to try the demo. I tried the demo and I loved it, so. And I have the game digital on my 3DS. Hence, this one is sealed for my collection, so. That's that. Let me arrange the games. Oops. Okay, speaking about Radiant Historia, I told you that I had the one on the DS, and here's the remake. Still sealed, I haven't played it because I haven't finished the DS one. This is quite something, like something out of like an anniversary treatment to the game itself that they released this remake. I can't say much because I haven't played it yet, but I am playing the DS one and it's very awesome. I love it so much. A lot of people are saying they prefer the DS one. I can't say anything yet because I haven't opened it yet, but glad I have it in my collection. Uh, I have Stella Glow. I have it digitally, so this one is still sealed. This was a recommendation from my friend. He told me that you'll love the unique aspect of this game and how it plays. Honestly, I haven't even touched the digital one that I have, so I can't say anything about it, but something that I wanted in my physical collection. So many RPGs, so little time. And I have both Bravely Default. I think Bravely Default has been re-released on the Switch lately. So yeah, I'm playing the first one. I haven't finished it yet. So still haven't got into Bravely Second. But I have to say, Bravely Default, if it wasn't for this game, I wouldn't got into Octopath Traveler. So yeah, it's a turn-based RPG, but it has a very I wouldn't say a strict mechanic, but it can play against you if you're not good at it, especially at the later stages of the game. Haven't done it, haven't finished it 100% yet. So speaking about Pokemon, I have Yokai Watch 1 and 2. Haven't got into them yet. They're still sealed. But something that I want to experience since I'm into the creature capture collecting monsters type of things. Uh, I said, why not get Yokai Watch? I think these were released in Japanese. I think for the Switch. I don't think they released it in America yet. Not sure. It's been a while, a long while. But of course, I don't have the third one because I think it's the most expensive 3DS games. I even couldn't find it in a very reasonable price. It is the most expensive 3DS games I've ever seen. They say they've made so many low prints of it, hence why it's so rare and expensive. So I haven't got into them yet, but something that I wanted to have in my collection. Now, Devil Survivor. I showed you that I had the DS ones. I have the 3DS remix, still sealed. Haven't opened them yet. Haven't played them yet. I want to finish the DS ones before I get into these remakes, which is, in all fairness to show, again. Here's this. And here's that. So yeah, I want to finish the DS ones first. As far as Atlas goes, I have these games. Of course, I haven't played them yet. Shin Megami Tensei, Devil Summoner, Soul Hackers. This one. I know they just recently released Soul Hackers 2 on modern systems, PS4 and Xbox, and Switch, I think. but I haven't played this game yet, so I need to play it before I even get into Soul Hackers 2. Now, Shin Megami Tensei 4 Apocalypse. Now, I played a little bit of the first game. I have it. Yeah, I have it over here. Just a moment. Apocalypse is more like an enhanced sequel of the previous game. So I haven't played this yet. I need to finish the previous one first. But they say this one is better than the previous one, which I'm gonna show shortly. Now, Shin Megami Tensei Strange Journey Redux. I think this was a PS2 game originally. It has a weird aspect to it in space or whatever. It's like it has like a survival of the fittest aspect of it, I think. So this is something new for me. Just got it for my collection, so one day I'm gonna open it and play it. Like I said, I've gotten into Shin Megami Tensei and Persona more new lately, especially with the re-releases and remakes. So lastly, for Atlas, I have Persona Q and Persona Q2. I played the demo for this one and I loved it very much. But since these still new, I haven't played them. Now, in retrospect, a lot of people are saying there's a big problem with the cartridge of the first one because it might be in a lower build quality and it might die over time. I'm not sure if there's an ISIN number specific on which batch of this, if it's the one with the issue or if this one was the fixed one. I'm not sure. I need to look into it, but I'm glad that I have the both Persona Qs. And I know there's some cool collector's editions of these, but I did not care of them because I'm gonna show you some of my collector's edition here right now of these specific games. And I'm gonna start with Shin Megami Tensei 4. Now I've opened this and still playing through it since I said I need to finish this one before Apocalypse. So this is a very cool. This is a very cool game actually. It was very tough for me at the beginning because understanding how Shin Megami Tensei games go by. So this one of my first experiences into Shin Megami Tensei, hence I got more into Persona and such. Legend of Legacy. I think this one has been recently re-released on modern systems like I think PlayStation and Switch. I haven't played this one yet, but I'm looking forward to open it. It's something that I wanted for my collection. I have this one, Seventh Dragon, code VFO. Something strange that I just wanted to pick up for my collection for my JRPG side of things. No, I can't say much about it, but I think it's something unique that I'm gonna experience gameplay wise with this game. Something just that I wanted to have for my collection that I will play one day. Same of this one. This one I picked it out of curiosity. Lord of Magna, Made in Heaven. When I saw a YouTube gameplay of this game, I think it's so cute that I wanted to get into it. Still sealed, but I'm looking to play into it later. Last batch of games, I promise. Here's Code of Princess. Now this one I've completed it fully. It's kind of some of the later challenges can be unfair unless if you play it co-op with a friend, but overall it's quite charming even for something made by Atlas. But Solange and the other cast and Alibaba and everyone, I really like the cast, and I really like the characters. Gameplay wise, maybe it's not for everyone. It plays a bit strange and maybe a bit stiff for an action, side scrolling action game. It's not something vanillaware quality, but it's quite something of a niche. Now, I know this one was released again a couple of years back on the Switch, and it's kind of hard to come by. I wished I would have picked the Switch one. I think it's kind of hard to come by right now. It's not a very well known game. And here's something personal that I like, Metroid Samus Returns, which is the Metroid 2 remake. Haven't 100% it. I did not collect everything on it yet, but it's one of the best Metroid games. I'm playing Metroid Dread on my Switch currently before Metroid Prime 4 comes uh, out very soon in about a week or two. Excuse me. So yeah, this is something that you must have on your 3DS. So yeah, that's about it. What do I have here? I think this is just this is just the collector's box that I bought for someone, just because I like Project Crazon. This is just an empty box. So yeah, that's finally. Whew, that's my 3DS collection. I know some of them are still brand new. I haven't opened them yet, and with the craze that if you don't play these cartridges, they will die out over time. So I need to do something about them. So yeah, that's all. That's all that I have for the 3DS and DS. This is all that I have. I don't have anything more. Besides the digital stuff, like I have Donkey Kong, other Mario games, classic games, virtual console games like Kid Icarus and Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I have a lot of other games that I have it digitally only on my 3DS, but this is the physicals that I have. And where have I been all this time? It's just that I've been very busy with Pokemon Scarlet, and I only have Terrapagus, that Terra-type turtle at the end of the Blueberry Academy DLC. I just need to capture that and 100% my Generation 9 Pokédex. That's why I've been away from some time. And even today I got to trade some of my shinies, and I got Walking Wake and Iron Leaves and Boulder, since I have Scarlet and I need to get my missing Pokemons from Violet. So that's what I've been doing recently. So yeah, this is the live stream for my birthday that I do for each year, and that's why I decided to finally show some of my collection. So this has been my 3DS collection. So I wish you all to be safe, and I'll catch you all later. Next time I'll see which the other collections that I have. I have RPG collections, I have fighting game collection, I have Switch collections. I'll share PS1 and PS2 collections. I'll share my stuff from time to time whenever I feel free, and especially when I'm trying to clean up my room. So, and to know more about me as well, since somebody tells me that I look like some ordinary casual gamers. No, my friend, I'm fucking hardcore, but I'm not showing it that much. So yeah. Alrighty then, this is gonna be all for my live stream for today, and I'll catch you all on my next video. Be safe, goodbye, catch you all later, and I'll see which type of games that I need to start live streaming soon. Not sure what should I live stream myself completing 100%. I'll see. I'll see and I'll keep posted on my channel more often. Alrighty then. See you all later. Goodbye.